What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today is the release day of the version 4.4 patch update for both Fortnite Battle Royale. Well, I say Fortnite Battle Royale is actually for Save the World as well, but I'm just going to be focusing on Battle Royale mode today because that's really the only game mode I play. I don't play Save the World, I don't even have access to it. So I'll need to, wait until it properly comes out for free until I could actually play that. But anyway, I will be just going over all the patch updates, all the patch notes I should say, all the main ones, all the most important or interesting ones. I won't go over the more boring ones because it's just a waste of time and it's kind of pointless telling you. But anyway, let's just head right into it. So I'm not even sure this is in the patch notes, but if you didn't know, if you never, then that's probably why you clicked on this video. But you can actually now customize skins or characters in this game. It's only a selected amount of skins though. I know you can do it in Carbide. I'm not 100% sure if you can do it in Omega, because I don't even have them yet. I've not bought any tiers. I've just played this whole thing legit without buying any tiers, as I just said, and I'm like 10 tiers off getting Omega. I didn't even buy the 25 tier one, so I should get it soon. But I'm not. The whole point in me saying that there was just to tell you, I'm not sure if Omega you can actually customize Omega, but you can customize Carbide, and I know that for a fact. So on Carbide, it doesn't really make a big difference, but you're able to change the color of the lights. So if I am correct, the 4 colors that you can change it to are blue, yellow, red, and pink. Once again, don't quote me on that because I've not really got the colours in front of me, but I'm pretty sure that's what they are. So anyway, let's just head right into the second part of this update. So, as you probably knew by now, if you played the game yesterday, on the news section it said that the thermal scope assault rifle was coming soon, and today that was actually released. So it is very good in certain situations, like especially on 50 versus 50 v3, which I will get onto in a second. It was really good then. It's just a standard scoped assault rifle with higher damage, a slower fire rate, and obviously thermal, because that's really the main part of this new weapon. So anyway, that is really all for the thermal scoped assault rifle. So, as I said, I will only be going over the most important parts. So, if I do ever pause for a couple of seconds, don't hear me say anything, that's kind of just because I'm reading the sentences to actually see if it's something I want to actually talk about. Because it's just a waste of time going over the less important stuff. But anyway, let's just move past that. So, for all the Xbox players, Xbox players, there's this new method for patching Fortnite, or in other words, when you download updates, it takes up a smaller file size, so you'll do it quicker and you'll not waste as much memory. So one of the new LTMs that came out today was a Sniper Shootout V3. There's also obviously been a V1 and a V2, but basically the Sniper Shootout V3 is you enter a battle with only using snipers and scoped assault rifles. So what has changed since the V2 one? So what's transitioned from the V2 into the V3? I will go over just now. So the scoped assault rifles have been added to floor loot and chests. The crossbow has been removed because last time the sniper shot was out in the sniper shot V2. The crossbow was actually still in the game, but it's been put in the vault. So yeah, that's really for that. There's also ammo drop rates have returned to normal. So in V2, Sniper Shootout V2, the ammo drop was I don't know the exact value percentage times it went up. But it had an increased amount of ammo out of ammo boxes, but that's went back to normal, which will just be the standard amount, which I believe is 3, if I'm correct. Or is it 7? I'm not sure. But anyway, epic and legendary sniper rifles are no longer limited to chest and supply drops, so they can be found as floor loot. as well. So the more details are the only available weapons are sniper rifles and scope ARs. The floor loot spawns are reduced by 50%. Building resources received from farming reduced by 25%. Reviving down but not out, so basically knocked players. Teammates reviving knocked players, knocked teammates in duos and squads is deactivated, so basically you'll die as soon as you get knocked. Well, you wouldn't even get knocked, so you'll just die instantly once you go down to 0 health. And finally for this game mode, the profile stats are tracked. So basically, if you get a win, it will actually count towards your record, depending on what game mode you play it. So if you play duos or squads, I'm pretty sure that's the only two like versions of it. It's either duos and squads or duos and solos. I'm not too sure. But anyway, that's really all for the Sniper Shoot V3. So the limited time mode, the other limited time mode is 50 versus 50 V3. So basically, it's just 2 teams of 50 players fight to the finish. That's how it's explained on the patch notes. So what is new since version 2? A new larger storm circle has been added to the beginning of the match. Extra supply drops fall in the new circle, giving more players a chance to find an open one. Supply drops now come in batches of 4 to 8 up from 3 to 6. Fall every 2 minutes and only lands in the first 2 storm circles. The damage applied over time while in the down but not out state, so knocked, has been changed to the default of 2 damage per tick. So basically you'll lose 2 damage at a time instead of just 1. So bonus resources earned from farming reduced from 75% to 25%. That's a big difference. Because like in the last game mode you got materials so quickly, and it's just so much better because you don't have to worry about materials for the rest of the game. But now that has changed. It's decreased by 50%, which is quite a lot. So the storm circles are now more likely to bias towards the centre of the map. This makes this helps make the battle bus flight path less important. Each team has a bus approaching the island from more details. I should have mentioned that. Each team has a bus approaching the island from opposite directions. On the map, the friendly bus has a blue outline, the enemy has a red outline. That is just like V2 I should say. The map has a dotted line which indicates the battle lines between the 2 teams. Crossing the line will make running into enemies more likely, just like exactly the same as V2. So basically you'll just know which side you're in. If you're in the enemy side, there's a bigger chance of seeing more people and more enemies, so you'll get a bigger chance of dying. That's basically what that means. Due to this being a large squad mode, profile stats will not be tracked. So basically if you get a win, it won't count. It makes sense though, because you've got a 1 in 2 chance of actually winning the game, so it's not really fair to actually apply that to your stats. So daily and weekly challenges will still work, so you'll still be able to complete challenges in this game mode, with the exception of the squad based challenges. Okay, so if there's any squad based challenges, for example, finish top 12 5 times, I'm pretty sure it is, that won't count in this game mode because you can only come in first and second. So yeah, that's really all for the mode details. The loot, in this game mode, it's increased chances of chest spawning from 50 to 70, from 50 to 70%, I should say, to 75 to 90%. So you'll see more chests around. Increased chances of ammo boxes spawning from 65 to 80% to 75 to 90%. So there's the same chance of having a chest spawn as there is an ammo box spawn in this game mode now. Farming resources increased by 25% over the default. Okay, so it's the exact same as the sniper shootout. Oh wait, no, it's not actually. It's never mind. I've just mentioned that twice. Increased floor loot spawn likelihood by 15%, so you'll find more loot on the floor. Floor loot spawns double ammo. So usually in assault rifle ammo, you get 10, but in this game mode you will get 20. Ammo boxes spawn triple ammo, so as I just said with the floor loot, just say an assault rifle gets 10 ammo, you actually get 30 out of an ammo box. So chest spawn double ammo and consumables, you get double the amount of loot in the chest and ammo. Supply drops spawn double ammo, an extra consumable, resource and trap. I'm not sure if that's different from the default base game, but I'm not sure. But that is all for the 50 versus 50 v3. So weapons and items, as I've already mentioned, the thermal scope assault rifle will be available in epic and legendary variants. Its base damage will be 36 to 37 damage it deals, depending on whether it's epic or legendary you've got. It can see chest, supply drops, enemy heat signatures and more. Uses medium ammo, kind of obvious, it's an assault rifle. It can be found from floor loot, chest and supply drops, so basically anywhere you can find this weapon. Renamed assault rifle scope to scoped assault rifle. Okay. Maximum range of the most weapons increased to 275 meters from 250 meters to match the distance that players are visible. So you'll see players from a much further distance. Well, only 25 meters, but you can make a big difference. The jetpack has been vaulted. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord Almighty. I hated jetpacks in this game, and I'm so glad that they are put it back in the vault, because they just give an unfair advantage, and I've mentioned this in a previous video, so go and check that out if you want to. Yes. Anyway, bug fixes. The bouncer trap no longer floats in the air. Never really came across that. Alright, you can actually throw C4 or remote explosive, whatever you want to call it, while sprinting. So I've started to use C4 a lot more now, so that will be actually pretty good for me. So that's really all for the bug fixes. The gameplay: a new soccer stadium or football stadium, depending on where you're from. If you're from America, then it'll be soccer. If you're from UK or Europe, it'll be football. And it's in the northern area of the map, which you would have saw in this gameplay. The customization has been mentioned, and yes, it is actually in Omega. You can change the colour of Omega as well. And the bug fixes in the gameplay. Pickaxes are no longer missing from the quick bar for players who join the match late. Currently equipped traps no longer change a different trap unexpectedly when trying to place one into an empty space. Okay, so if you've ever came across that, basically if on PlayStation, if you press square like twice, it sometimes actually changes to a different trap instead of actually placing down the one that you actually want to place down. So it does kind of mess you up, and could even get you killed. So the next one, lightly pulling backward on the gamepad movement thumbstick while in the shopping cart will no longer make you move forward. Players will no longer get stuck shooting their weapon when switching seats and firing simultaneously in the shopping cart. I don't really use the shopping cart much, so not really experienced any of this. So passengers ejecting from the shopping cart at high speeds will no longer get a large impulse. So I suppose that if you jumped off, you'd go flying for a distance and probably give you a bigger chance of dying. As I said, I don't really use shopping carts, so I'm not really familiar with that. Players will no longer crash when viewing friends leaderboards. Never really checked that. Improved interaction of players in shopping carts with soccer and basketballs. Or footballs, what we want to call it. Improved network simulation of soccer or football and basketballs when kicked by other players. The shopping cart will no longer destroy unbreakable objects. Fixed an issue causing shopping carts from flipping over when hitting a supply drop. Shopping carts will no longer float in the air after the platform they were on is destroyed. Okay. Performance. Nothing really there. Nothing really there, as I said. So audio. Okay, yeah. So the following adjustments have been made to footstep audio. So they've increased the volume of enemy footsteps by 25%, making them louder and easier to hear. Changed volume fall off of footsteps from logarithmic to linear. Not even sure if I said that correct, but that anyway. So what I think it is, if they're further away, then you'll hear them less. I'm not really too sure about that, but I'm guessing that's what it is. Increased range of footsteps by 1 building tile. Okay, so you'll be able to hear them from a further distance. Okay, added more detail to the battle bus audio. Okay, lower the volume of Hot Rock's activation, deactivation, and in-use sounds. Okay, so made it quieter. Made the teleport, res, and sound when returning to the lobby more subtle. Okay, so I understand that when you like loaded back in from exiting a game, there was always a big loud like I can't remember what the sound is, but it is a very annoying sound. I'm glad they fixed improved football or soccer and basketball audio by adding rolling and bouncing sounds. Okay. Bug fixes fixed cases with certain sounds when playing highly populated areas like Tilted Towers or the pre-game island. The UI added in a new style for the options screen. HP bars no longer only show 1 HP if you switch between teammates while spectating. The last one is not really necessary. Art and animation updated the battle bus visuals and animations, so you would probably saw these stuff if you've actually played today. But the battle bus now has animating parts and flashing party lights when flying. All battle bus models in the world have higher resolution, so they look better. Fishes. Bug fixes. Animations now play properly when exiting the shopping cart, while simultaneously switching seats. Opening effects will now properly play after searching supply drops. Wave effects now properly appear on willow trees. Fixing issue where sprays were not where. I think that's been a spell mistake. We're not displaying correctly on some objects. Replay system. Bug fixes. Fixing an issue where markers on the replay timeline would not be cleared when changing players. Shopping carts replicate more accurately while scrubbing through replays. And mobile, just for you players on mobile if you want to know this. The bug fixes, crash fixes and stability improvements. And finally, players will no longer experience a short hitch when landing from the battle bus. Not really played mobile at all, in fact, so I do not really know anything about that. But that is really all for the Battle Royale segment of it. There are also new skins coming out, which I may put on at the end of the video, if I can find all those new skins, or at least some of them. But anyway, that is all for the video, and if this did help you out, or if you did enjoy this, then please leave a like, comment, and I will be uploading every day but Saturday, so make sure you subscribe. And Wednesday I will be putting up the easiest way to complete the week 7 challenges, so you can get that blockbuster skin as fast as possible. So make sure you subscribe for that. And anyway, subscribe as I just said there, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.